Hello everybody, it's Laura Van Vertlo. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm over here just wondering if we're going to get more rain here in Texas, which is very bizarre. Alright, say hello if you're on. I don't know why I can't get the comments to come up though. I swear I'm here. There we go. Okay, so sorry. Hi there, hey Missy, how are you? So, I had 0 cards designed for this morning. And at first I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then once I started, I have 3 cards and a tag to show everybody tonight. And let me turn down my volume because that's really freaky to hear your echo. So we're just going to chit chat for a second and let everybody kind of hop on. Hey Lisa, how are you? If you guys would like to share the video, that would be great. That way, hopefully you can. I think you should be able to in my public page. That would really help as well. I'm going to go ahead and flip this because we're going to work with, actually I'll just do this, the Holly Jolly set. Is that backwards? Let me see. Oh well, it's got too much of a delay. Okay, if it's backwards, I apologize. And then it comes with the embossing folder and a hybrid to cut out the holly, and then these dies to go with it. So we are going to, it is backwards. Okay, let me see if I can mirror this. Let's see. Do we care? I'm going to mess it up, so y'all just have to deal with it. Oh, good gravy train. Maybe this does it. No. You would think this would be like right here. What's this one? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, guess what? We're just not going to do that. There, okay. I'm not messing with it. I'm just going, it'll just be backwards. All right, I'm going to flip this. The button I do know. I say that. Yeah, okay, sweet. All right. So, here is the craft area. Let me just kind of get it. There we go. It looks like it needs more light. Hopefully that's enough light. Okay. So, this is a really fun set to play with. When you run the embossing folder through, how you use a hybrid is you can use it by itself like you normally do, which I've done on a couple of the cards. You will see that there's like little areas that I might be on the wrong side too. Hold on, it takes me a second every time. I think it is the other side. Nope. There we go. Okay. But once you get it, it locks in place. So now it's in place, and then you lay your paper down and shut this, and you go ahead and run it through the die cutting machine, and then it will cut out. And I cut out different colors, but isn't that cool? So you can use it. I used it like this. I used it where I cut it out, and I also used it, let me show you a couple more colors. It's a very bright green, but I didn't know what I was going to make, so I thought, well, at least I'll have several colors, and we can play around with it. So, let me go ahead, clear this off, and I'm going to start with, I'm not going to do the whole card, just because of the time constraint, but I went ahead and ran this through with the Jolly Holly, golly, hybrid just by itself was basic white. I still want to call it whisper white. And went ahead, and then you can also paper save and get a tag out of this or just cut one out of there so you have one. And so we will eventually get to this point. I'm just gonna get this part ready so I can show you the tips. Because I'm gonna go ahead, anybody that's an email subscriber, you're gonna get a project sheet with all of these. And anybody that orders tonight, $50 or more, I will even go ahead and send you a free class kit to make these cards. I hadn't planned on doing that, but I have enough stuff to do this, and I'll make the deadline a week from today, or Monday. And then anybody that orders $50 or more in my online store will get the class for free. And that would be all the pre-done, I can't stamp for you because you'll have to have your own stamps. But you'll get all the little cutouts and everything so you can make 2 of each of these cards. Alright, so what I did is I put adhesive sheets on the back of this when I ran it through for the Joy, because I'm sorry, I don't have the patience to do fine glue. And I get glue everywhere when I do it. But I'm going to show you the fun part of how this card came together. It was one of those things that, you know, you lay awake at night and you're like, what am I going to do with my card? Well, and I should have got my glass mat out on the envelopes. I will get that. Alright, so I'm going to take my ink pad, put it on a block. And that was garden green. And then we're going to do the real red. And I'm going to show you something with Win Castella that I don't think you may or may not have ever done before. So I have 2 of them. And I'm going to pick up the red. And then I'm going to go in and, oh, I need my readers. And we go in and we color the berries. There they are. Woohoo! Thank God. All right. Ah, there they are. And then we just keep going around. And, of course, you can clear off your Win Castella in between and use the same one. I just ended up doing 2 different ones, because I always have at least 4 Win Castellas at a time. And if you get a little bit out of line, nobody's going to really notice. But look how cool that is, and I haven't even gotten the leaves done yet. So let's get a couple of the leaves done, and I'll show you the finished card, because that one will take me a little bit longer than I want to spend. I don't want to take too much of your evening, but really comes alive when you get the green on there. And then I go in the center. And then do one more. And then I'll show you the whole card. There's just something about concept. Okay, that's not my best job. Sorry. I think it's because I have the readers on. I can really see the mess ups. But you can see it's beautiful little shimmer that it adds to the raised edges of your embossing image. I'm going to put these behind me because I've already gotten this all over me today. So, but let me go ahead and show you the finished card. Here is the card that I did. I don't know if you can see all this shimmer. I even shimmered the little dots in there to make it look kind of like snow. And then I just wrapped the ribbon around, and I actually glued this down directly on top of that ribbon. So it looks like I tied the bow, but really it's 2 separate pieces. And then these 2 dies come from the die set. So this one was really a lot of fun to make. Hope you like this one. All right, and then I'll show you this. I had some leftover stuff. And so I brought out the, what's the name of that one? Paper tags. And I just kind of threw it together and stamped the little bells, because there's some cute bells and some other images in the stamp set. Let's see here. So you can do poinsettias, you can do more holly. You could just even do Merry, 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 and then Christmas on the other side. But let's go ahead and make the next card. So, here we go. I already pre-did my bow. Okay, just want to make sure. I think it's because I have these readers on that everything looks so much like, not that it's, looks bigger. Okay, save these little pieces. It's the only thing when you run it through, and I ran it through with the Season of Elegance. It's a specialty DSP that we had last Christmas catalog, and it's in the annual catalog. So it's gorgeous. It has cherry cobbler in gold, basic beige in gold. Let me see. I think it's right behind. Yep, it is. I don't know if you remember this from last year. So see, it has all the pretty gold. And I just thought, let's see what it looks like when you run it through with the leaves. And I just thought it looked really cool. So here it is. And then I've got a mossy meadow base, and I better save that. Where did I put the other one? I know there's this. There he is. You want to save those. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down. That's on the trash. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I feel really weird when it's like 97 degrees, and I know it's Christmas in July, but my goodness gracious, it's too hot in Texas to be doing Christmas cards. But you know what? We really do start this time of year. Let's see. Let me get the tool. Makes it so much easier. And actually, you know what? I'm going to rotate it. Nope, other way. It would have been upside down. So let's see which one I did. This one. I want to pull these up because I almost glued them all down on my original. And anybody have any questions? Sorry, I haven't looked. Oh, backwards best. Oh, thank you. It's hard to create and look at comments at the same time. Okay, this is taking a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. The next one goes really fast. I guess I might have to do some of these for Stamp Club, huh? Alright. So I've got them popped up like this. And now I'm going to do what? Oh, you know I don't like doing this glue. Oh no, it stuck to that thing because I have that paper save. Stop it, stop it, stop it. No, whew. Okay. I'm going to do my best not to glue these down like I did on the last one. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Do that. Sorry, I kind of have to, I'm trying to get where it's flat and it doesn't have a spot that you pop up. Alright. I'll mess with that later. Okay, wish me luck. That might be the hardest part of this whole card, is getting it to go down. I just don't do well with that glue. I get glue everywhere, usually. This isn't, well, I don't want to do it that. I'll do this end. Alright, give me just a second, and then we'll make more magic happen. And yes, I'm about to put those pieces in, so you don't notice that they were not there. Okay. Now, I think I'm just going to do glue dots because I'm going to get glue all over my fingers if I don't. So I like to use our glue dots by pressing my finger behind this where the glue, see my finger's behind it, it's heating it up and it helps release. Oh please, oh good. I did the wrong side. So see, once you do this, you don't even know that it got cut out. At first, the first time I cut these, I was like, oh my goodness. Ah. I was upset because it, like, what am I supposed to do with a piece that has all these, I was like, well, duh, just glue it back together. Nobody's going to know that it came out. So, silly me. All right. There we are. Who else is watching? Be sure to say hi. Okay, So now we're going to have fun with one of my favorite things to do is embossing. As soon as I find that stamp I want. Oh, where'd it go? That's it. All right. And this is what happens when you blow black embossing powder right by an open Versamark. Looks like you have moldy Versamark, which it's not. So I'm just going to put some Versamark on here. I'm going to do a little heat embossing. Make sure I get it. I know I should probably get the embossing buddy out, but let's see. I'm looking for, and the tweezers is a great little addition to our, it's like the tray, this, the embossing buddy, and a brush. Okay. Give me just a second while it does its thing. And I like to do some of the heat on top as well as underneath. My beautiful downline taught me that. And I thought, I've been doing this for 10 years at that point. I never thought to do it upside down, you know, on the other side. But it makes sense. To this day, I still love watching it do that. Alright. And we did change manufacturers. I think the other one stopped making it. I actually like this gold better because it's a lot brighter. Oh, I did it the wrong direction. Oh well, we're gonna alter this one then. All right. So I'm gonna tuck it. Ah, it was supposed to go this direction. Okay, well, you see that. I'll just show you the finished product. I can't believe I just did that. So what I did is I got, these are still current as well too. They're cherry cobbler and white little berry clusters. And I just added it on. This actually turned out a lot prettier than I thought it would. But I just liked the simplicity of the sentiment and how it just kind of is floating inside the greenery. And then I did this on the inside. And, oh, yep, that's the inside of that card. I'll finish that one in a little bit because I really want to make it go this direction because I don't think I have it pulled. I should have positioned it different to have it do sit that direction. Okay, can you believe we're on our last card already? Let me put that up so I don't get anything on it. And shut the glue, and then try to figure out what ink I have on my arm. Jeez Louise. Okay. So, I got a piece of Very Vanilla for the inside. Very Vanilla tag that I pre-cut. And then, I think I cut this a little smaller than the original, but it's not a big deal. And then I got Crumb Cake, and then this is actually our two-tone cardstock. Hopefully you took advantage of the 20% off sale that Stampin' Up was running for 3 days last week. So I did. I stocked up on some Christmas colors because I had a feeling that I might have fun doing the sanding on this and other projects because they make fun little fold cards because they fold it easily. So we're just going to rough up and expose the white core. And these also make really great 12 by 12 layers for your scrapbook pages too. Alright, so that's good enough. And then what I did with that thing. Oh, I know where it's at. Here we go. Alright, so I got Mossy Meadow and a blending brush. I just wanted it a little bit darker, so I'm going to distress this. Kind of got my vintage Christmas going. The holiday catalog, if you're a demonstrator, you'll get to see it at the end of this month, and we get the pre-order from it in August, and customers will get to order from it in September, very, very first week of September. So, if you can't wait, you can always sign up and join us in the sneak peek reveal. Okay, now I'm going to figure out what I did next. Okay, so then I did the little berries. I just only did the berries. And it really, once I got to this point, I was like, oh, okay, I know what I want to do with this. So I just kind of went bonkers today. I mean, seriously, I had 0 things planned for this today. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I was kind of stressing about it last night. And guess what I did last night? We love watching The Godfather. So, my goofy butt watched most of the first one, and then I couldn't remember the second one very well. So, I stayed up till 3 in the morning watching that. So, I'm a little delirious today. Alright, so we got some early espresso. And let me go ahead. Cover that up. I'm trying to see if I didn't really like the green. I tend to like the aged pages look when I do like a country rustic. Alright. And yes, you will be able to find this in the online exclusives. This is the new ones that just released this month on July 1st. And when I first started this morning, they were still available. And then I think with our sweet sale, that's why we have quite a few that are of this dyes. That will be back very soon, but just there's a little spot when you order that says email me when it comes back in stock. And if you order today, you get, let me just do a little bit like this, Stampin' rewards that you can use on your next order. So when it comes back in stock, you can do that. Okay. Let me go ahead and put this down. Well, we're almost done now. So anybody that's in my local stamp club, I need votes on which one you think I should do for club in August. God, are we saying August already? Yikes. God. I feel like it was just May, and then June was like a blink. Anybody else feel that way? Okay. So I like to do this little cattywampus to give it some different energy. What did I do? Okay, that's right. Make sure I do it the right direction on this one. Ah. So we're going to do bright and happy Christmas wishes. And by all means, you can do any sentiments. There's holly and jolly. We could have done on there as well. I'm going to put this up for the moment. And then I already have, oh, that's the wrong color. That's why those are sitting over there. This is another fun thing you can do with the hybrid, is you could pick out a couple of these. I think I'm going to do this one. What I'm doing is I'm snipping just under where it's connected, and then, because I didn't want to rip it, but you can piece this. Stop. Thank you. I have more control with the ripping when I'm doing it this way. Oh, this one I think I'm going to cut. Alright. So then let's see here. Where did my little doodad thing go? Stampin' the brushes. Just wanted to give it a little bit of distressing. Give it some more depth. There's one. I think I'm gonna do this little tiny one. What did I do on the? Okay, yeah, that's what I did. So that's why I cut out all these different colors, because I thought, how fun would it be to just make like a whole page? Which I wasn't gonna make you guys watch me do something like that, but yeah. Once the creative mojo got flowing in this room, it was crazy. It's like, oh, I could do this and I can do this. There's so many possibilities for it. So who is going to put this on their wish list now? Now I got to come up with next week's. There we go. All right. We're almost finished. I need linen thread. If I can, guess I put it back. Okay. Glad my chair rolls and everything was right there. And yes, I'm getting a lot, but there's a reason. So you guys know I like to double up my bows and give them a lot of, actually, no, 1 second. One, two. Sorry, you know me, I've got to concentrate. Snip, snip. So now we have not 2, but 3 layers. And I'm going to tie it just like I would normally. All of them at the same time. Oh, yay, thank you. I forgot to cut the second loop earlier, and it's like, why are you not undoing? Okay, I should be hot best Stampa. That should be my... Oh, goodness. That's what I get for not... There we go. I just gotta figure out which one of those. Here it is. Okay, that's the one I was looking for. My first one looked much better than this one. There it goes. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist. Anybody else a perfectionist? All right. I'm gonna put all that up, and we're gonna assemble. Making sure I'm doing this. I'm looking over at my original. All right, let's do this right about there, and then I'm gonna get dimensional for this. And put that one right there. Oh, hold on, let me back it up a little bit. No. There we go. And this one, I'm going to use that little baby, half dimensional. And put him right there. And get a blue dot that are in front of my face. And just a reminder, if you're not an email subscriber, you will get a project sheet with pictures, and I'm gonna have to type it up real quick because I just did all these today. But hopefully tomorrow evening I will have the email out. So be checking your inbox. And then I'll link at the bottom of this video the place to sign up for my emails. There they are. I was like, there's got to be this. But that's where you get exclusive tutorials and tips and my promotions and Stampin' Up's promotions and so much more than just what is on Facebook or... Let's see, sorry, I'm concentrating again. Oh, goodness, sucker is on there. I just didn't, I felt like the antique pearls were just perfect for this. So there's that one, and here's the original. Oh, I forgot to fray the ends. And there's the inside. So, here are all our cards. Got that one. And we have that one. Oops, there. And then we have the first one. So tell me in the comments which one was your favorite. Just curious. See if it's yours is the same as mine. And then, yeah. Oh, you know what? Those of you that are on my live today will have your names put in, and I'm going to give you guys some prizes for being on my live. So those people that decided not to stay all the way to the end, guess what? You guys get prizes, because I don't know which two of you it is, but let's see who it is. Oh, stop that. Stop it. There we go. Back to school shopping. What? Alright. So, again, thank you for hopping on tonight. I'm glad I kept it a little shorter than I was hoping it wouldn't go too long. But I hope you enjoyed today's projects, and I hope this inspired you to put this on your wish list and get cracking with some of your holiday cards. And as always, I appreciate everybody's support. Have a great night.